Alrighty, guys, good morning. And it is Wednesday, April the 5th. And today we're going to be in the second half of Psalm 45. And so yesterday we took a look at the first 9 verses. And today we are going to look at the second half of this psalm. And so let me go ahead and we'll just jump in and see where it takes us. Verse 10, it says, "Listen, daughter, and pay careful attention. Forget your people and your father's house, and let the king be enthralled by your beauty. Honor him, for he is your Lord. The city of Tyre will come with a gift. People of wealth will seek your favor. All glorious is the princess with her chamber. Her gown is interwoven with gold. And in embroidered garments she is led to the king. Her virgin companions follow her, though brought to be with her. Led in with joy and gladness, they enter the palace of the king. Your sons will take the place of your fathers. You will make them princes throughout the land. I will perpetuate your memory through all generations. Therefore the nations will praise you forever and ever." And so today we're picking up in the second half of this psalm, and if you remember from yesterday, this is a description of a royal wedding. And we made the observation yesterday that it is also a picture of Jesus being united with his bride, which is the church, and that it's actually a prophetic picture of what will take place in heaven in the age to come, if you will. And yesterday, through the first 9 verses, it was a description of the groom, and that he's a king, that he rules with justice and mercy. And we talked about yesterday that for us, if we are the church, we are the bride, then we need to live with an anticipation and a preparation for that day. Today, it's a description of the bride. And it kind of just is a picture of her entering into the chamber, almost as if it's a wedding ceremony as she comes down the aisle. And what caught my attention this morning was, the whole thing is beautiful, but verses 10 and 11 really caught my attention. It says, "Listen, daughter, and pay careful attention. Forget your people and your father's house, and let the king be enthralled by your beauty. Honor him, for he is your Lord." And I just was thinking about the idea of a beautiful bride, and the wisdom or the advice that's given here for the bride to hear. Because if we are as the church are the bride, then this is something that we need to hear. Now, I'm a pastor, and I've done a number of weddings over the years, and I pastor a church, and I give counsel to people that are married. And one of the things I've noticed, it's almost always the case, is that marriages that are successful, marriages that go the distance and really seem to be living and thriving, are the types of marriages where the husband and the wife, the groom and the bride, they let go of the baggage of their lives, what they've perhaps observed from their parents and the household that they were brought up in. They let go of the baggage of that, and they bring the best of what they've learned over their lives into their marriage. And when one gets married, if you want to have a successful marriage, I mean, that's the thing. Me and Amber, we're not a perfect marriage, but I think we're a thriving marriage. And it's taken a long time to get there. But what we've learned is we can't bring the baggage of our parents into our marriage. That we bring the best in, but we can't bring in the baggage. And as a child, you observe your parents, and you pick up their good habits and you pick up their bad habits. But you can't have all of these expectations of what a marriage should look like just solely based upon what you see, what your parents modeled. In the same way, this father, whomever it is that's writing this, says to his daughter, he says, listen, daughter, pay careful attention. Forget your people and your father's house, and let the king be enthralled by your beauty. Honor him, for he is your Lord. And I just had me thinking that if we're going to be a bride, if the church is going to be a bride that Jesus is enthralled with, then we have to let go of the baggage of our Father's household, what we see in this world. We have to let go of that stuff, and we have to bring the best of what we observed in creation, what we've learned along the way, and give our best, and learn that Jesus' kingdom trumps whatever nonsense that we've picked up along the way here. And that when we submit ourselves to his rule, his reign, understanding that it's always about relationship, when we submit ourselves to that, then we find ourselves united in a heavenly marriage that is beyond any expectation that we have, and it fulfills all of the hopes, desires, dreams that we could ever ask for. And so I just think it's a beautiful thing, and that if we're going to learn how to live in Jesus' kingdom, if we're going to learn how to be united with him, then there's baggage that we have to learn to let go of, and bring the best things and receive the best things that Jesus has for us. So, yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not. It's still a bit overwhelming to me too. So, but I just think it's really interesting, really amazing, and the parallel that good marriages, they bring their best and they leave the baggage behind. And if we're going to find fulfillment in the kingdom, if we're going to be a beautiful bride as the church for Jesus, then we got to let go of our baggage. We got to let go of all of the harmful brokenness of our lives. We just got to let it go. Jesus forgave it. He is restoring the brokenness. He's reconciling the brokenness. And we just got to let him do that work in our hearts and our souls. And when we allow him to do that, we become a beautiful bride for him. So I hope that makes sense to you guys today. That was kind of what I felt like God laid on my heart as I was reading it this morning. And so today's Wednesday, and so it's Welcoming Wednesday. Be welcoming, be kind, be smile towards people. My daughter always gets on me because she says I don't smile enough, and so I'm trying to learn how to smile more, even though apparently I'm kind of a grimace. So anyway, we will catch you guys tomorrow on Thursday, and I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.